the 12th man factor. Look at the stadium.
The stadium was
Exactly.
almost empty, and that's very uncharacteristic of the Rangers fans.
Look at
Because the cathedral is always packed to the rafters on match day. But again, going into the match proper, and I'm sure Coach Imama used the Barcelona Paris Saint-Germain game as a motivational talk to get his players motivated. But again, you can't replace quality, because you look at that side. As soon as I heard they were missing out on Nana Bonso and Obin Nangwo, who for me is the only creative spark in that side, you just felt that Rangers, it was dead rubber. It was absolutely dead rubber. It was purely academic going into the game. And again, you look at the Rangers side we've seen this season. In the league, I thought Rangers got very complacent. I said it earlier. In the league, Rangers have been very poor, very shambolic. And again, if you're not scoring goals in the league, if you're not playing with the sort of imperious form that people knew you last season, it's going to be very difficult for you to translate a bad form into the continent and win games, because it's a notch higher when you go into the continent. And they were very unfortunate, I should say, playing against the beaten finalists. And Zamalek, you look at a side that is very, very well structured, from the management of the team, from the players, seasoned campaigners. You just don't beat those. You're not playing Sunshine Stars, with due respect to Sunshine Stars. You're playing Zamalek of Egypt.
That's right.
You've got to be on your mettle. You've got to be on your A game.
And you've lost the first leg. And you've lost the first leg 4-1. Even if Enugu Rangers had played that game, win 2-0, we would say well done. If they were impressive. You talked about logistics, which is also important, because people don't get it. They think when you win the league title, you are already super champions. It's difficult to sustain.
Yeah, that's why you see top stars, when they win a cup like Ronaldo and the rest, they celebrate with the backroom staff. Because they know, the enormous amount of work the backroom staff puts into a game. 90 minutes is just, maybe 10 or 20% of the process.
That's right.
Yeah, they went to Egypt. I said it on this program. They flew Ethiopian Airlines.
Stopping at Addis Ababa first.
For any typical Ethiopian airline flight, they will stop in Addis Ababa. You waste some time, maybe 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, they connect you to Cairo. But we have Egypt Air that flies direct. And the same process when you are coming back. So they are going to lose like two days or more. And if you have gone through Egypt Air, fly back, early enough, prepare and concentrate. Then maybe all these issues would have been solved. But these are stories that we keep on hearing all the time. I really don't know when we're going to learn.
And you look at the Nigerian Professional Football League. I give credit to the league management company.
But these guys are saying, if you're saying kudos to the LMC, let it reflect in the continent.
Nigerian clubs are half-baked. When they go to the continent, you talk about the issues of officiating. You talk about the fact that the matches are not played on a balanced term in this league. Our league is not compared to the Egyptian league. You can't compare it to the South African league. You can't. I'm just glad that our clubs didn't qualify, because I think they were disasters waiting to happen, because you go and play against the Mamelodi Sundowns, they will fry you. They'll absolutely fry you, because you're simply not good enough, because you're inexperienced. You do not understand what it means to play at this level, and going out there.
But that's why we have quality players. We have quality players. Look at our Rivers United side. They were impressive last season. Look at Enugu Rangers.
When you talk in terms of quality, you have to motivate the players. The Rangers players were complaining that the bonus for the game against the Algerian side, we are not paid. They said they were going to Egypt, with in low spirit. You don't hear such stories amongst the clubs he has mentioned. You don't hear such stories. Those are basic things that are usually taken care of before any game. So you don't go to a war with players who are already devastated, who are thinking about, if we win this game, how are we sure we're going to get the match bonus? These are issues that should be resolved.
Issues coming out of the CAF Champions League. But we can turn them into lessons for officials to learn, because Enugu Rangers and Rivers United, they can't just turn things around in the CAF Confed. It looks difficult, but it's football. Anything can happen. Let's just hope that officials will learn from all of this discussion.
I'm also learning, hearing that Eguma might be relegated. I'm seeing getting some.
Imama has been on for almost 2 weeks now.
But if you relegate the coach and the issues are still there, the man who's going to take over will still face the same problem. So you need to tackle, the main issue and stop chasing shadows.
Okay, let's see. So much talking points has come out of that CAF Champions League game. Enugu Rangers, they're quite disappointed. The players are disappointed. Coach Imama has been talking. Let's listen to him. We'll be right back. Stay.
I feel bad that we couldn't qualify. I think we were unfortunate in this game. We came prepared for it. We gave it our very best, but unfortunately, I think we weren't able to get the desired results. Keep pushing it. We haven't got a choice. We knew there was a competition that brought us into this competition. We just must go back and start chasing the competition again and give it our very best and hope that we'll be able to come into this competition next season. A lot of factors. You get what I'm saying? A lot of factors. And I thought at least I just don't want to go into them, but right now, a lot of factors. I just don't want to talk about it now.
Coach Imama, I told you in the morning that you must talk about those factors. I know that's it right there. To solve a problem, you must identify it and then you tackle it. Coach Imama cannot.
Maybe he doesn't. Maybe you look at his body language and it looks like he doesn't want to talk about certain things, and maybe certain things that have to do with maybe managerial stuff.
That's true.
He looks like he doesn't want to talk about it. It looks like he's at loggerheads with the management of the football club, and these are the things he's pointed out, that you've got to sort these things out. These are things you don't hear. The Zamaleks, the Al-Ahlis of Egypt, the big guns on the African continent. These are things that get sorted very easily, and that's Coach Imama. He did a tweet a few months ago and said there's certain things you can't talk about when you're a manager. There's certain things you can't talk about. You could see his body language. You could see that things are not just right. Earlier in this season, the general manager was relieved of his duty. Christian Chukwu, a legend in that part, was brought in. It's not the same thing again. I do have a feeling that somebody is messing with this guy's job.
Yeah. Is this the same Coach Imama you saw last season?
Well, he's not the same coach. I think a lot has changed, and maybe the situation has changed the man. After last season, he was celebrated. He was almost moving to Kano Pillars, got a better offer, juicy offer, but because of the attraction of the CAF Champions League, he stayed. Like he said, the former general manager was relieved under controversial circumstances that we cannot say here. Christian Chukwu was brought in. For me, I think Christian Chukwu is not really cut out for that role. For me, because he's more of a gentleman. You have to be radical. You have to be very, very strong to lead a team of that tradition and pedigree. You must have to make sure that certain things are put in place. And for Chukwu's nature, he's a gentleman. Wow. He accepts anything, and that could affect the team.
Okay, I need to sit up tight. We're beginning to get solutions right here on the program. Sports Tonight on Channels Television. When we come back, March day 14 of the Nigerian Professional Football League, 16 goals scored. Don't go anywhere. Stay.